Hey everybody, Logan here. Finally. Do I do that a lot? Yeah, I think I do because that's become my thing, I guess. I got it! Like I mentioned in my previous video, apparently everybody's really interested in this controller. I tried to get it early. It didn't happen. So I'll give you a little heads up on why I only have it today, which is the release day on the 15th, because I went to Best Buy the other day, which was actually the day before, and they had it in stock. Gentleman goes in the back, grabs me and says, "Here you go." All right, so I take it to the front and they're like, "No, we can't ring it up." Then why'd you give it to me? It's Best Buy. I know. We all know. Especially those of us with experience. Let's say that. But the young lady that made sure, tried to ring me up yesterday and then rang me up today, held it for me. Thank you so much. Made my life a little easier. I got there at 9 a.m. as soon as the store opened, and she saw me and she goes, "I got it for you." And I was like, "Thank you so much." And now I have this. So I'm really looking forward to this. Yes, it is a bit pricey. People have said all kinds of things under the last video that I announced it. There were people mad that I made an announcement and a pre-order video and it wasn't the actual video of the controller. It said pre-order in the video. But now it's available. So if you go to your local Best Buy, you should be able to get it there. Very limited quantities. I haven't seen it at any GameStops, Targets, Walmarts, or anything. Nothing on their website. So as of right now, I've only seen it on Turtle Beach's website and Best Buy. Not sure if the listing went live on Amazon or if it's just a pre-order one or when it'll ship. But you can also check there. But without any further ado, let's open this up. I've just downloaded the app because the people who did manage to get it early said the app wasn't available. It's available now. Downloading it. It's downloaded as we speak. So open this up. Let's take a look. We'll test it with the app and go from there. Hopefully the hype is real. Whee! Whoops. There we go. Turtle Beach. You know, some people said they don't want to buy the controller because the name, because the brand Turtle Beach bothers them. So weird. I love turtles. And it's beach. I'm from Miami. Come on. Not Miami Beach, though. Okay. Enough about that nonsense. So this is the controller. You know, of all the things that I've really liked is the brush metal on that D-pad. I don't know if it's plastic or an actual metal D-pad. I just love the way it looks. So look at the box. It says connected command display. This is the big deal. A full color display connects to your PC or your Xbox. You can control everything, all your RGB and everything through that screen. To me, that is the biggest thing, because all these other controllers up to now had these weird button functionalities where you have to press this and hold this and do all this, which I can't stand. A couple ones have enabled app support, so you have to boot up the Xbox, boot up the app, and you can control everything through there and then go back into the game and then control it. So apparently, from my understanding, the app sets up the initial setup and then you can control everything through there. We'll take a look. Low latency wireless, which is fantastic. And this is for Xbox. Here we go. Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, Windows 11, 10 and 11, and Android Bluetooth. You'll use it with your Xbox. We are going to test it today with the Xbox Series X because, well, I'm an Xbox guy. And just think about all these features go over to the PC. It'll work just the same via Bluetooth. Anti-drift thumbsticks, Hall effect thumbsticks. Remember that. This is a big selling point. Ultra responsive buttons, 4 mappable action buttons, enhanced audio settings, 30+ hour battery life. Now, if you guys know anything about Turtle Beach, they've always been in the headset game. So you can control all your headset mic settings through here, where previous models, like the Recon, had face buttons you had to press and so on and so forth. So I wish there was a better way to test headsets, but you guys can't hear anything. You can just take my word for it. And I'm not a big fan of that. That's why I wasn't a big fan of reviewing the previous Recon. I enjoyed the controller, but it just didn't do it any justice because you guys can't hear it through a headset. And you know, you just taking my word for it. All right, let's continue to look at the back. Swappable thumbstick caps, connected command display, rapid charge dock, wireless USB transmitter, adjustable trigger locks. So this would be for the PC, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and Bluetooth would be if your PC runs Bluetooth, or if your PC runs, or I should say Android would run Bluetooth. Yeah. So, all right, how many things we got here? Okay, let's be careful with the packaging. My knife's a little big. That's not a knife. That's a knife. Tell me if you know about that movie quote. I've been doing a lot of these lately. Random movie quotes. But I'm not that big of a movie guy. I'm trying not to tear. Come on. The box. Okay. I didn't know if I could do it that way. Do I open it this way? How do I open it? Is it this way? Yes. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh. Oh, what what a way to open a box. Oh, the seals. They really didn't want you getting into this. It's like a prize. Ooh. I love it when they come with these cases. And the sticker. Love stickers. You guys can't see it, but in my office I have a whole wall on the side of my shelf with all these video game stickers. Ooh, puts it in a nice plastic bag. Puts everything in a nice plastic bag. Okay, there's... What do we have in here? Ooh! Don't eat these. That's a nice controller. And that's the charge base. A little lighter than I expected. Much lighter than I expected. Okay. So it's a brushed metal design, but it is plastic. Very clicky buttons. Almost like keyboard style buttons. That's interesting. I love these controllers, but man, I hate the clicky sounds. Everything feels fantastic. It's just significantly lighter than I thought. These are the back buttons. Everybody's had an opinion on them. Some people are like, I hate the back button, so I'm not buying it because of that. Other ones are like, I like it. I think I can get used to it. I like this style, to be honest, because you just go back and forth. You rock your finger like that. I think it's better than the flappy paddles where you have to think about which finger you're using. This one's just back and forth. I know that's a weird thing. And then it gives you little setup options right here. You can connect it via QR, which is pretty nifty. So here's the charge dock. There's the charge dock. You plug it in via USB. Thank you, Type-C. What's in there? Ooh, there's something else in here. Okay, this is the USB. Alrighty. I'm looking to see what we have in here. Oh, thumbstick caps. Oh, they're literally just caps. I thought they were... Okay. So you got different types of caps. I was honestly hoping for different thumbsticks, like the actual top of the thumbstick, but those are literally just the caps. This is your USB dongle. What do we have in here? I'm thinking this is just the USB cable. Yep, Type-C braided cable. Alrighty. Let's take one closer look at this. So we do have the trigger locks. Short pull, standard pull. There's only two here. A lot of the controllers I've noticed today only have two, where the Elite Series has three. It has the short, mid, and long. Wow, that is super short. That's a big difference. There's your induction for the built-in battery. That's your headset. Everything will be here. I have to see what this button does. I like the fact that it tells you anti-drift. Those buttons are very... You know what it's like? Mouse clicky. That's what it feels like. You got your Xbox Home, you got your share button. So let's take a quick look. If I can get it out of the box. Yeah, there goes my sticker. So this is what comes in it. All together, okay. So wireless transmitter. So do you need, I hope you don't need the USB dongle for the Xbox. What do you need the dongle for? Which one? Because it doesn't show it here. Setting up for Xbox. No, it doesn't show that you need the dongle. You just plug it into the base and let the base charge and do its good thing. Blah, 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 yakety schmackety. Or does the dongle plug in there? What? Oh, so the dongle plugs in here on the Xbox. Interesting. So that's the charge base. So it technically isn't the standard wireless like an Xbox controller. So no matter what, I still have to plug this into the back of my Xbox. And then we have all the commands. So we're going to take a deeper look at this once I connect everything. And wow, look at all these things. Woo doggy. So like I said, I did download it for the Xbox. Now let's get started. I'll connect everything and I'll give you my impressions on that too. Okay, now one thing you need to make sure, there's two different versions of the app. Make sure you download Control Center 2. It says Control Center 2 right there. There's two versions. One controls the other recons. This one is the newest one. So with that being said, we're going to take a look at the app in just a moment. But right now, I want you guys to see exactly what you see on the screen and how you control the screen. It's not a touchscreen. Now, if you guys were hoping for a touchscreen, you're probably looking for maybe a $300+ device. So this little plus button, I wasn't sure what it did before, but it allows you to access what's on the screen. You hit your A or your Y. A and Y do different functions depending on how you have it set up, but the way I haven't set anything up, we're going to look at the app in a moment, like I said. So that's how you would connect it. You've got your system settings when you go through here. Firmware, calibration, screen brightness, which is pretty cool. Let's see if we can, screen brightness is all the way up. You hit B, go back, LED brightness all the way up. You can change that. As you can see, it gets dimmer. Screen timeout, that speaks for itself. Sleep timeout speaks for itself. Power mode, let's take a look. Full, balanced, eco, custom, full. And then you got charging LEDs, which is going to be the same thing when you're charging. Now, one thing is, this is the dock. So it's not technically a standard 360, sorry, Xbox One, Xbox Series X wireless technology. It still connects to the dongle, but the dongle plugs into the dock. As soon as you plug it into the dock and drop it down, it loses console connectivity. You pull it back up, boots back up, and then you can use it again. So with that being said, everything is pretty cool what you can do here, but until you set it up using the app, you have very limited functionality. You can link to the app, you got your lighting, you got your vibration. That is just go through the different ones, which is really cool. Basically, they took app functionality and stuck it right into your controller. You don't need to open up the app whether you're on console or PC. Access mapping, that's pretty nifty. And then you can control your back buttons, which are right back here. Through here, you can hit A, you've got none, and then you can adjust each one to A. There you go. So now P1 is A, or you can just go back and do it nothing. That is probably the easiest button mapping I've seen on any controller, and it's thanks to this little screen. So far, so good. Now, initial impressions after just using it through the menus, the textures are really nice. I like this bronze kind of look right here with the silver and the black. I think it's really cool. I'm going to play with the lights. Of course, I'm going to make it red. See if all that changes as well. The sticks are a little small. The caps are a little small for me. I think it's a little too smooth. And that's why they give us the caps. These are the style I like the most. I don't know if the camera's picking it up too well, but how it has those textures, that's what I like. So a lot of my controllers have those. I think I have one sitting around here. No, I do not. But my blue Xbox controller, oh, it's over there, has those caps. I put those kind of caps on a lot of them just because of the friction, and there's no loss. Here it's so smooth, and it's like your fingers want to almost slide off unless you're pushing really hard. Everything else seems to be solid. It's just a lot lighter than I expected. So let's go take a look at the app. We're going to do that, and then we're going to test it on... What game do I always test? Come on! Okay, but so far, so good. Let's keep going. First things first, sorry for being so tiny up here in the corner, but the way the app is laid out, yeah, that's the best way for you to see it. But you guys don't need to see any more of my ugly face. You already saw it quite a bit. Okay. All right, so once you boot up Control Center 2, this is what you're going to see. You click on it, do its thing, go down, boom. All right. So what happened is there was initially an update. So here, I actually should move myself because you can't see everything. Let me move myself down here next to the buttons for a little bit. You're going to see me move around just because. So once we're looking at the top, you can see you can adjust your dead zones. Your mapping, your pro aim is inactive. So you can do everything through here. Go up, go up. And then you can, I hate when it does this. This is what has bothered me about the app when I first tried it. You click on it, you can change it, but it doesn't let you go down into it. I haven't... So you can't change the overview here. I thought you could earlier when I was messing with it. No, this is just going to show you everything once you did. I thought it was a quick, like a shortcut. It is not. But once you go through here, you can select your different profiles. Depending on what you have, I'm going to move myself again right here. You can select your different profiles, and using the different profiles, you can select it on the little screen as well. So we will just stick the regular standard profile one active, and then we'll go. Now, like I showed previously, you can adjust all your button settings here or through the controller. We're just going to go the pro aim. Okay. A, B, X, and Y. So you have those back there. I'm trying to think about the game I play. Let's make this, yeah, A. P1 should be here. P2. Actually, I'm going to make P2. You know what? Let's just empty. I'm going to empty P2. And then I'm going to make P4 Pro Aim. I'm going to try that. And then P3, I'm going to empty as well. Okay, so that would be the jump. Or should I try this as shoot? If this is doing Pro Aim, yeah, I'm going to do that with that. Okay, that's going to be fine for what I'm going to be playing. I know that's weird, but I will definitely be playing. Exoprimal. So keep moving me around the screen. But now you can see you can adjust your dead zones. I'm completely fine with 5%. I think that is all right. You can see when you move it, just how it works. I think that's completely fine. Now, your trigger dead zones, same thing. I'm not a big fan of adjusting the dead zones. Yes, you can. I guess it's the game you're playing, but yeah, for what I'm going to be doing, adjusting dead zones doesn't help. Audio. Now, this is what a lot of people ask. How can you adjust it on the controller using the controller buttons? This makes life so much easier because you can change your game volume, your mic monitoring, and your chat volume. This is me, because I don't want to hear anybody talk. Mute mic. On. Game volume. Right. So that's whenever you have a headset connected into here. My headset is currently connected to the PC, but that's for something completely different. So you can connect. I do have a Turtle Beach headset right here on the side. So this is one of my older headsets. I think this is the one for my Xbox One that I had a few years ago. And all you have to do is boop, right in the bottom. You're good to go. You don't need anything else. Now, like the Recons, it has these special features. It's got the superhuman hearing, which is just their sense of almost like a faux surround sound. So it gives you a sense of surround sound, even if it isn't. And then, as you can see, it's got all the extra features, the bass boost, the bass and treble, voice boost, so on and so forth. So, and they are exactly what they claim to be. Now, one thing is, I wish I could let you guys hear it, but comes through a headset. Doesn't really work. Sad, but that's something I'll use over the course of time. If it's anything like the originals, it was a solid mechanic, which I think I played it with Back for Blood and it was pretty cool. So that's something that you can use whether you've used it or not. This is what everybody's been waiting for. The lighting. And time to move me again. So here we can set it up. This is my favorite part. Where is red? So I'm going to do the red. Static breathing. And it does not look like that yet. Color cycle, but it's only red, so dynamic. Now those you have to change to the RGB in order for it to do the other ones. There you go. You got your dynamic, linear pulse, which all seems to be the same to me. What if I select multiple colors? Okay, it's not allowing me to do that. What if I do this one? Oh, that just shoots up white. Interesting. Okay. Let us go back to the red. And just so you guys know, what you're seeing on the screen is not what I'm seeing here. What I'm seeing here is the original preset for the lights. So I'm going to do linear pulse, and I'm going to do it fast. And nothing's changed on the controller. Interesting. Left impulse trigger. Now, some people don't know what the impulse trigger is. The impulse trigger is just the rumble effect in each of the triggers. That was one of the things that really got me on here. The fact that there's vibration in here and the controller's so light. It really just made me take a step back, I guess you could say, the proverbial step back, because I was actually sitting down. It's a little lighter than I expected, especially compared to the Elite Series 1 or 2. System. Now, your power mode, That's gonna be just like I said in there, and it controls your charge. Same thing, your charge LED brightness, your power mode. You can change all that. That's just a tiny little feature. Okay, see, now it's pulsing, but it hasn't changed color yet. Interesting. Now, there are updates. This one, it will tell you if there's an update. There was an update for the transceiver earlier. Make sure you update it right away. That was the first thing I did. There's no controller update. So let's go back to the lighting. I don't see anything. Okay. One thing that I've noticed here is what I saw in the app really doesn't mean anything because it doesn't translate to the controller until you go into the controller menu. So I guess that's a thing. Color effects, effect speed, everything that you saw in the app, you can see here. And it was literally the same thing. That is weird. I was messing through everything and it just keeps going back to the same color. We're going to have to take another look at that. Let's take a look at the gameplay. And now it's not even recognizing it. Hey, what's going on here? After you go out of the menu, one thing you're going to see up here on the little screen, I'm going to show you something for a minute before we pop into the game. Sorry for the weird editing here, but you're going to see the screen up here. Even though you're back in the screen, it doesn't give you game control yet. You have to press the plus button again to get out and get back into game control. I find that a little odd, but these are all just little quirks for the controller that you're going to get used to. As you can see, I've already changed the light to the linear, so it's got the red light. I was hoping it would match up there and would change everything red there, but no. So you can change whatever you want, and the best way to do it is through the screen. So I'm not sure why the app did not change anything, but the best way to do it is through your little screen. It's the easiest way to do it up to this point. So I would suggest just do it that way. Ooh, that feels nice. And remember, they are Hall effect sticks, so they will be anti-drift. Ooh. 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 Oof. Stupidly responsive. Like, in such a good way. Ah. Look at that. Wow. 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 Rumbles are fantastic. Stupid fast response time. Okay. I did that pro aim thing and I don't know what that is, but hey. Maybe it's for FPS. I don't know. Have to look more into that. If you guys know or have any experience with the Pro Aim feature, this is the perfect controller for this game. This is the perfect controller for this game. And if you guys know, I am a massive, massive Exoprimal fan. This is it. This is a fantastic controller. I'm going to be using it for quite some time. my first impressions, my unboxing setup. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments below. Let me know. Here, let me do this because I want to say I like this controller. It is a little pricey. This is a $200 controller. My only gripe is the dock is where you use the USB, the little connector thing. But you plug it into the console, you're going to use this to charge, you'll forget about it. That's my only gripe. It is a little light. Is that a gripe? I don't know. That's a nitpick. But I just expected it to be a heavier controller. The screen does go off when you're not using it. I think that's fantastic. Conserves battery life. It does show you when you're charging it how long it's going to take to charge and the battery percentage. When I got it, it said 77% charged. So that's fantastic. I like this. I like the feel. The lights, who cares? I'm not a big fan of the RGB on a lot of controllers, but it's cool that it has it. For that price, it better have something like that as well. At first, I thought I was not going to like the clicky buttons that feel like, or I should say sound like a mouse click. I don't even notice it. Fantastic controller. I want to spend a lot more time with it. This might be my default controller from here on out. We'll see. It runs great in this game. And that's what means the most to me. I still want to play it with games such as Halo Infinite, RoboCop, and maybe some fighting games and see how that goes. I like Mortal Kombat 1. And time will tell. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions about this controller, drop it in the comment section below. I would definitely love to answer, and especially here, if you have it as well, your opinion on it. I'll answer whatever questions I can, because from here on out, this is the one I will be using. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully this helped you out. Remember? What am I going to say? Oh, you know what I'm going to say. Hit that subscribe button. Check out Ready to Start podcast every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Turn that bell on for notifications so you know whenever I put up new content, as well as new episodes of Ready to Start Go Live. Again, Thursday night Eastern. Peace. Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.